Hello, everyone. Hope you are well on this Friday afternoon. It is November the 8th. Trump is not even in office yet. He's still the president-elect, and things are already looking different. Things are already changing. They say the stock market is way up. Interest rates are coming down, or at least they're talking about at least talking about it coming down. Hamas is talking about wanting to end the war as soon as possible. Putin said he's open to talks and wanting to end the war over there. China, the president of China said that he wants a peaceful coexistence and work with the United States and with Trump. Trump's already talking about a plan. He's got stuff already planned. And I think he's already working on a lot of this stuff. And on day one, when he's inaugurated, it'll hit the ground. So he's working on it to where he's going to literally hit the ground running after he takes the oath. But it's just remarkable about how things are already changing. And that's wild. I'm going to talk, but I will say this. I am concerned. I'm seriously concerned for the man's safety. I really am. I'm going to go into more into that, and more about Trump and what we have ahead of us. It's good too. It's good. And I also have a terrific Bible passage I will share with you as well. I took some flack yesterday for yesterday's video, and I'm just trying to. I'm just being real. Y'all, people were saying, well, you can't be happy for a couple of days? I am. I'm always happy. I'm happy every day. There's things to celebrate about every day. If you watch my videos, I bring the happy on every video. Now, granted, it might not be until towards the end when I talk about the passage, but I try to lace in the good all during videos and try to inject some humor where I can. Y'all know that. But yeah, people are gonna hate regardless of what you say. If you give an opinion and you speak the truth, you are going to be attacked. And I know this. That's okay. It really is. I'm used to it by now. I really am. The way I figure it, if I don't get negative comments, I got to look at myself and say, I maybe not been doing something right. Because if I'm doing the right thing and saying and speaking about truth and keeping it real, there are going to be negative things. So that's how it's like a check. It's like a counterbalance, and it's like it tells me that I'm over the target. You know what I mean? Anyway, but I am concerned about Trump's safety, y'all, because the dark forces that have been in charge for the last 4 years, buddy, he is going to do every single thing in his power to reverse that as soon as possible. Now, I was looking through some things earlier, and Bill O'Reilly had a good comment. He was interviewing with somebody, and I forgot who it was now. Anyway, about why Trump won. What's the real reason? His opinion of why Trump won in such a big fashion. And O'Reilly said, well, most of the American people just want opportunity. We want opportunity to be productive, to work and provide for ourselves and our family. They don't want big government telling them what to do. And when that opportunity starts to shrink, and it keeps shrinking, we're going in the wrong direction. Whoever's in charge, historically, whoever's in charge is out at that point. And he made the example of Jimmy Carter back from 76 to 80 and the issues we had back then, and how Reagan came in and turned it around. And Jimmy Carter was a one-term president. Nice guy, but a bad president. I mean, really. Especially for the economy. He didn't understand it. So he made that comparison, which I agree with. And Reagan, he did make the point of, it took Reagan quite a while. It took him almost 3 years to really get this turned around, the mess cleaned up. He was even shot and almost killed. during that term. We forget that. A lot of us forget that. But he did turn it around, and he did two terms. But it's not going to be. It may not be overnight. I mean, I know these things are already happening, but we must keep it real and have patience as well with this time around with Trump. And he said, remember, Donald Trump is a deal maker. He's very transactional. He's not a big ideologue, which is probably a good thing. He's got a pragmatic view of a lot of things. Every working American was better off. And that's why Reagan got elected back then from Carter. Every American, Reagan, right before the election, reminded everybody, when he came out and said, are you better off now than you were 4 years ago? Helped get him elected. But that's what, in this case, every American realizes they were better off under Trump. And that was the overriding factor. I believe that. I do believe that. And that really explains as well why he did so well with so many different categories of people, all races, across all lines. Even in California, y'all, he flipped 10 counties in California from blue to red. And many other counties were purple. They were pretty close in California, y'all. It's kind of funny how, he's talking about his deportation plan, and I believe it. He's really gonna do his best. That's all we can ask. And, the California governor, Newsom, and I forget the other one. I think the governor in the Northeast, I forget her name. They're all saying, we ain't gonna let you do this, and we're gonna do this, and we're gonna do that. We're gonna fight it. And we're fighting for our people. We're going to protect our people. You come in here and deport, I'm going to protect our people. Why were you protecting your citizens the last 4 years? All the crime going on, California especially. Taxed into oblivion. Looting. Out of control. I mean, stores have to close down. I mean, huge chain stores had to close and get out of a lot of these cities in California. We weren't protecting the people then. Anyway. Back to Trump, his safety. And I did hear that now that he's the president-elect, he's getting the same level of Secret Service protection as sitting, as he would after he's inaugurated. I hope that's the case. I hope he's got trustworthy folks there. I really do. But one thing. Well, and as much as I want him to go after the vermin that went after him, with all the lawfare and all that, and I believe he may do some of that, and I'm okay with that. I really am. Letitia James and crew and the Jack Smith and all them, they're probably horrified right now. They are. They're all like, oh, we're dropping the charges. We got to wind this up and we got to get rid of this stuff, and I bet they are. I bet they are. And there's a part of me that really wants to see him go after them with vigor. I mean, go after them. I think that would be fine. I think the priority, though, is to get us back on track. All right? The economy, energy. Drill, baby, drill. All right? If we can get the fuel prices down, that has that ripple effect on the economy. All right? That's probably number one. And I believe he can turn around and do something about the wars, I hope. And let us scale back from such a high probability of not just WW3, but thermonuclear war, y'all. Man. There's rumors of him abolishing the Federal Reserve. I would love that. Now, whether that'll happen, we don't know. But I don't trust the far left and those cronies, and and just from Harris's concession speech, man, and they're quiet right now. Like I said yesterday, I don't trust them. It just makes you wonder what they're concocting, what they have planned in the next 70 something days before the man gets back in there and does the oath. Yeah, I just really wonder. I really do. I am concerned, like I said, for his safety. You know, Iran is after him. Domestically, people are, they're after him. And it's no wonder they are. I mean, he's coming after some powerful people that were trying to put him in jail. And made two that especially that we know of, 2 attempts on his life, y'all. No wonder they are, because he can change it all and go after them and turn the tables. I tell you what, the deportation thing, it does interest me. They say he's going to have plans for teams to go in, and they have good idea. They know where large concentrations of these the illegals are located, and they can get them back out. Now, I also believe that they should hold accountable the people that allowed this to happen. I really do hope they can do that, because they knowingly allowed known criminals to come in here and wreak some serious havoc, y'all. It's not just drugs, trafficking, human trafficking, but heinous crimes. Lake and Riley. If I'm the parents of Lake and Riley, I'm praying for that. You know it. Not just her, plenty of others too, that were victims of these folks and continue to be. And they say there are huge numbers. They're going to try to surge across the border, especially now. News has gotten out and Trump's coming in, but they know there's time. There's a lot of time there between January. There's no telling how many thousands will come in here. They're going to surge in here like crazy. But really, I hope he can hold those folks accountable. I mean, seriously. Like I said, I am concerned for his safety. I hope he's got trustworthy people around him. And I don't know if he really does this. With his resources, I'd have my own security too. Dang. I'd have another layer of my own guys. Be watching the Secret Service. Or right there with them. That were heavily vetted. But like I said yesterday, I believe there is a divine element to this. I mean, the man turned his head and missed a bullet by an inch or less for a reason. And was able to avoid all these opportunities to bankrupt him and put him in jail. He had help with that from above. I truly believe that for a reason. So we'll continue to pray. I don't believe it's over. I don't believe it's necessarily over for our land, for the United States. I really don't. Not right now. I could be totally wrong, I know. But it may not be over. We're not done yet. We're not done. We're still kicking, y'all. We're still kicking. And we'll see. Let's keep praying. Let's keep aware, and us as individuals, let's just keep watchful. Let's bear down, do what we're supposed to do. We can keep preparing, keep training. And like I said yesterday, think about the next 4 years. We don't know who's coming in after him. Anything can happen at any time. But if you have goals, like Mrs. Dawg and I, we're thinking about making a move. Georgia, y'all. Whew, Georgia. I know it went for Trump, but man, not by much. Even this time, it's purple. I mean, let's face it. With Atlanta, it's permeated the whole state, and we're looking at the future. And even though we're fine where we live now. But that doesn't happen overnight as far as making a move. It takes planning. So we're working hard trying to get ourselves in a position to where we can do something like that. We don't know exactly where. Probably north. Not too far north, but north of us. Anyway, share your thoughts on this stuff. Passage. I can't forget that. Passage is from Philippians chapter 2, verse 3 and 4 says, "Do nothing from selfishness or empty conceit, but with humility of mind, let each of you regard one another as more important than himself. Do not merely look out for your own personal interest, but also for the interest of others." Amen. It's okay, and actually godly, in my opinion, and according to this, to do something for the benefit of others that will not benefit you or not necessarily benefit you. It doesn't have to be a transaction to where I do something for you and you do something for me. I think it's pleasing to God to do something for somebody that won't benefit you. It's just only benefits that person. Let's think about that. What can you do that solely benefits somebody else? Not you, not necessarily you. It may come back at some time, yeah. But for the glory of God, for his kingdom, what can we do? Think about it. Think about it this weekend. What can you do? All right. Hope that was helpful. Going into a weekend, let's be safe out there. Keep doing the things. Stay close to Jesus. God bless all of you. I will see you soon.